Hi friends, welcome back for math today. You did a great job yesterday learning about how we estimate and measure mass. Today we're going to do some problem solving with estimating and measuring mass. Please turn into this Professor Berger video so that way we can learn a little bit more about how we can estimate mass and then compare it to other objects. Here we go.
Well, welcome to the Math Cooking Show. I'm your host, Professor Berger, and I've got something special in store for you, and it involves this apple. But first, I wanted to ask you a riddle. Let's check it out together. Now, Amber is buying produce at the grocery store. Now, she says that a Fuji apple and a green bell pepper would have the same mass because they have the same size. The question is, what do we think about her statement? Well, let's take a look together and see what we think. So here's the Fuji apple, and here is the green bell pepper. And as you can see, they do seem to have the same size, and so she concludes, therefore, they're going to have the same mass. But remember that mass is the amount of matter that an object has. So it's not just solely based on the actual size. So how much matter is in the Fuji apple versus how much matter is there in the green bell pepper? Well, one way to actually see that for ourselves is to actually cut them open and see what we see inside. And so I'm going to try to do that right now. Since it is a cooking show, I think it's okay, and I've got permission to use these knives, so it's okay. Okay, so you ready? Here we're going to go. I'm going to try on the count of three. I'm going to cut them both in half. Are you ready? Don't try this at home. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Aha! Now, when I look inside, I see that there's lots and lots of matter in the Fuji apple. But notice that the green bell pepper is really hollow. There's lots of spaces in there. And so that tells me that there's more matter in the Fuji apple than the green bell pepper, since in fact the apple is solid, and so therefore the masses are not the same. And so what we can conclude is that while Amber had a really good type of thought, she has to remember that in fact when we're talking about mass, it's not just size. So just because the two produce are the same size doesn't necessarily mean they have the same mass. In this case, the mass of the apple may be greater because it's solid inside. So very tricky to realize that there's a difference between size and mass. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cooking with Professor Berger. And the next time that you want to simultaneously cut up both a Fuji apple and a green pepper, exact same time, I hope you remember to call on me. Have fun thinking about math, and we will see you soon.
Alright guys, so that's just a way that we can compare mass. Remember, it's not just the actual size of an object, but it's how dense it is as well. So that weight figure comes into play with mass as well, which is how we are measuring the different amounts in grams and kilograms. Nice job. Go ahead and log into Seesaw for your activity today.